Alright, so this company, this toothbrush sales company sends out a notice in the paper, and they're looking to hire some new toothbrush salesmen, door-to-door toothbrush salesmen. And the guy's doing interviews, and in walks this guy, and he sits down and he says, so tell me, you know, why you want to be a toothbrush salesman? And the guy says, well, I tell you what, mister, I really need a job. I've been looking for a job for a while, and I think I could be good at being a toothbrush salesman. And the HR guy looks at him, he says, well, I appreciate all that, but it sounds like you may have a little bit of a speech impediment, and going door to door trying to sell toothbrushes might not be the best fit for you. And the guy says, yeah, but mister, I really need a job. Trust me, I will try really hard. I'll be the best toothbrush salesman you ever had in your whole entire life. And the HR guy, you know, is thinking, well, you know, I just because the guy's a little handicapped, has a speech impediment, doesn't mean I shouldn't give him a chance. So he says, all right, I'll tell you what I'll do. We'll hire you on a temporary basis. We'll give you a week, and at the end of the week, we'll see how you do, and take it from there. And the guy says, oh, thank you very much, mister. I really appreciate that. This is great news. I promise I won't let you down. So he sends him off with a suitcase full of toothbrush samples and some sales slips and stuff, and shows him how to use them. And a week later, he hears a knock on the door, and in walks this guy with the speech impediment. And he says, well, how'd you do? He said, well, mister, I think I did pretty good. I sold 50 toothbrushes. And the guy says, well, you know, we certainly appreciate you selling 50 toothbrushes, but, you know, our normal salesperson, you know, would sell 1,000 toothbrushes during the week. So, you know, it's really not that good. And, you know, I'm afraid to say it, but I think we need to let you go and let you find some other sort of work that's more suitable for you. And the guy says, oh, please, mister, I thought I was doing good, but if, you know, 1,000 toothbrushes, if that's what it takes, I promise to give me another week, and I'll try really hard, and I'll make the grade. And the guy says, well, you know, I just hate to be wasting your time, because again, I think, you know, with your speech impediment, you might be having a difficult time. And the guy says, no, I promise you, sir, I know some people look at me funny when I knock on the door and I start talking to them about toothbrushes, but I promise I will make up for it. Just give me one more week. And so the HR guy is like, all right, well, I'll tell you what, I'll give you one more week. I go, oh, thank you, mister, I really appreciate this. And he goes off. And a week later, he comes back. And the guy says, well, how many toothbrushes did you sell? And the guy says, well, I did a lot better than the 50. I sold 500 toothbrushes. I know it's not the 1,000, but you know, I'm just learning. And the guy says, well, you know, there's really not a lot to learn about toothbrushes. You know, most people already know how to use them and what they're for. You know, again, I just don't think this is working out for you. And the guy says, oh, please, mister, I really need a job. I promise you, just give me one more week. I tell you what, give me one more week, and if I don't do better, I'll quit. And the HR guy is like, oh, well, you know, for one more week, this guy will quit, and I don't have to fire him and feel bad about it. What a deal, right? So he goes, all right, I'll tell you what, one more week, and if you don't make the grade, you'll quit. And the guy says, yes, I'll quit, I promise you, but I'll do really bad, I promise you. Thank you. I'll see you in a week. So a week goes by, and the guy hears a knock on the door, and he's thinking, oh, finally I'll be able to get rid of this guy, get him out of my hair. And the guy walks in, and the guy says, well, how many toothbrushes did you sell? 600, 700? And the guy said, no, I sold 10,000 toothbrushes. And the guy's like, what? You gotta be kidding me. Nobody sells 10,000 toothbrushes. Our best salesman sells 2,000 or 3,000 toothbrushes a month, or a week. I don't understand. There's no way you could have sold 10,000 toothbrushes. He goes, no, I promise you, mister, I sold 10,000 toothbrushes. He goes, well, I got to know how you did it. And the guy says, well, I was knocking on door to door trying to sell toothbrushes, and I got to thinking that maybe that wasn't the best use of my time. So I went down to the busy street corner in downtown, and I set up a table, and I put out a bowl of chips, and I pull out a bowl of dip, and I lay my toothbrushes down there. And people walk by at the stoplight there, and they stop and they take a chip, and they put it in the dip and they eat it, and they go, "That tastes like shit." And I go, "It is shit. Want to buy a toothbrush?"